Yo, what's up, my peeps? Hope everyone is having a terrific Thursday. All right. Wanted to come out here and see if I can provide some value out here to the masses and to just share some things that I learned from other people, some things that you can use to go build yourself, your business, and things of that nature. And so I just like to come out here and share value as humbly as I can. Those who are close to me and know me, I'm probably the most laid back, humblest person that you can ever meet. I'm not this I person. I never was that when I was in the military. 28 years is never about an I. It's always a we, because we can get more things done than you can do if you're I. Okay, so I'm gonna let Facebook build his audience, and then I'm gonna jump right into it. I want to talk about one of the best lines, direct lines that you can have to your customers. Right? We're gonna talk about that here shortly. But let's get into it. For those who don't know me, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. We have the right to keep it. So I like to come on here with some value that can help others keep more of their money. And so hopefully what I share you all can use, because I try to use whatever I share, I use personally. I never, one thing y'all gonna learn about me if you don't already know, I don't share anything that I don't already do. All right. And so I wanted to come across you all and share this with you all, right? And the topic of this is having a direct line to your customers, and this is more so for my business owners, my entrepreneurs, those who made the decision to be an entrepreneur. Shout outs to you, and not saying nothing in regarding to those who work for other ones or work for other people, because I still do, but I also am an entrepreneur part time. But for those who have made that decision to become a business owner, hey, listen, shout out to you, because that is a tough journey. All right, it's not easy to become a business owner and to do business owner things. But let me give out a couple of shout outs. Let me see who I got. Vonda, thanks for jumping on. Tori, thanks for jumping on. Alonzo, thanks for jumping on. I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to be on because most people may be still at work. But here's what we're gonna do. Let's talk about the best line, the direct line of communication that you can have to your customers. Carrie Ann, thanks for jumping on. Some of my team members are jumping on here. Thanks. Hey, lady. So the best direct line to your customers, if you're a business owner, all right, the best line or direct line that you can have to your customers is the internet. Okay. Hey, good to see you too, Carrie Ann. The best direct line that you can have to your customers is the internet. All right. If you're a business owner, that is going to be one of the best tool that you can leverage to build, scale, and grow your business. All right. And I had to learn that. Now, I want to give you a stats real quick. All right. As of, and I just looked at this, internet as of April 2019, and that's the only stat that I came across with this, with the latest information on this. But you have at least 56% of the world's population that has access to the internet. I'm gonna say that again. You have 56% of the world's population have access to the internet. So Cedric, well, what does that equate to as far as people being on the internet? Roughly, that's right about 3.2 billion people and growing, okay? Because you got to think of people, you got to think about it. You know, kids are being born every month, okay? So that's increasing, right? But 3.2 billion people are on the internet. That's 56% of the world's population, y'all. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And so the internet has changed the game as far as how we run and build our business. I want y'all to think back to something. What's up, Quinn? Thanks for jumping on. I want y'all to think back to something real quick. If y'all old school like me, right? I was born in '67, and I grew up in the old school. Y'all remember back in the day when Crush Grooving came out and LL Cool J came out and all that good deal. Y'all remember let's take the music industry, right? Back in the day, when you was trying to get a record deal, what you had to do? What you had to do was you had to get your little demo tape. You had to spend time, put your little demo tape together, all right? And then with hopes, get that demo tape in front of a record producer so they can even listen at it for them to say, I'm gonna give you a record deal, man. That was back in the day. And see, if you didn't have the clout back then, you probably wasn't getting that demo in front of people's eyes. And check this out. Not only that, there's only certain record labels that you can go take your demo to. You probably had to go to travel to New York. You probably had to go to travel to LA or Detroit, wherever those major record deals were back in the day, all right? You had to go take your demo there. Okay? You had to go take your demo there. That's the old system of getting a record deal. You may have someone that can sing in church. Guess what they got to do? They have to be found, all right? They have to be found. And then they got to put it on the cassette deck, on a demo, to where it gets in front of somebody. Right? That was the old school way of doing it. Now, with the internet, here's all you have to do. You can be right there in your big boy room, in your shishi cave, as you call it, right? And you can go in the privacy of your own home. What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for jumping on. Who else jumped on? Chris, thanks for jumping on. You can be in the privacy of your own home, cut you a song, and then upload it and monetize it. You cut out the middleman. Why? Because you leverage the internet. You leverage the internet. Yeah, times have changed, Carrie Ann. Times have changed. The internet has caused a paradigm shift on the way we do business. All right? The way that we do things in our social life, but particularly the way that we run our business. See, now, back in the old days when running the business, it was about word of mouth. Corey, thanks for jumping on. It was mostly about word of mouth. Now, we still use word of mouth during these time of days, and that's when we use it when we first start our business. But then, over a course of period of time, then now we start leveraging the internet. All right? So let me go back to that stat again that I mentioned. Okay? 56% of the world's population have access to the internet. That equates to 3.2 billion people. Man, that's a lot of folks. That is a lot of folks. Now check this out. What I want to do is I want to break down how those 3.2 billions of people are residing on the internet, mainly in social media. Okay? Mainly on social media. So check this out. I'm going to run through the popular social media channels real quick, and I'm going to tell you the residency of each one of those social media. Okay, let's see what Corey said. Great knowledge and gems. They appreciate it, Corey. Johnson said, hello, sir. Spit some knowledge on us. I'm trying my best. So let me check this out. Let's go through the social media channels, all right? How that $3.2 billion are split up. Let's start with Pinterest, all right? Pinterest, they have at least 70 million active users on Pinterest. 70 million. All right. 32% are male, while 68% are females. Okay. So as you're looking at that, you already know who's the main audience on that platform. Females. Females dominate that platform. All right. Let's look at Twitter. All right. Twitter has at least 560 million active users. Okay. Now, you know, with Twitter, you can only type in so many characters. What's up, Jeff? Mr. Coop. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for jumping on. So, you know, with Twitter, you can only type in so many characters in there, right? But yet, that is a platform that people go to communicate. There's 560 million active users. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking down the 3.2 billion people that are on the internet, all right? And I'm basically going through as to where they reside at. Pinterest. I'll go back again. 70 million people, you have 70 million active users on Pinterest. All right, 68% of them are females and 32% are males. Twitter, 560 million active users. Now let's go to Facebook. They got 1 billion active users. Okay. Instagram, they got 150 million active users. Now Google Plus, now I wouldn't even mention Google Plus because Google just made a change. All right. For those who are not keeping up with your platforms, I highly encourage that you do, because if you're a business owner and you're using these channels, you need to have some kind of awareness as far as what the environment is doing. If you don't, then it's going to crush your business. Google had took away Google Plus, particularly on the personal side. Now, if you had set up or converted your personal, or you had a business side, then you were able to keep Google Plus, but that's only for individuals who has a business presence. It's sort of like having a Facebook fan page on Facebook. So if you had a business page or a business profile, you were able to keep Google Plus. All right. But let's just say for this situation here, for this example, everybody still had Google Plus. Well, before they let it go, you had at least 400 million active users on that platform. And then lastly, let's talk about LinkedIn. Now, we all know LinkedIn is one of those business platform, business-minded platform. They got 240 million active users on there. Jasmine, hey, thanks for jumping on. Good afternoon, good evening. Dave, thanks for jumping on. All right. So there you go. 56% of the population, of the world's population, have access to the internet. That's 3.2 billion people and growing. And these are the different platforms they reside in. All right. Now here's something else that I want to share. I want to share something else that I didn't know. Okay. And that is the lifespan. And I think Jeff had touched on it in one of our team groups calls that we did. But it's the lifespan of a post. Okay, let's go to Twitter. Twitter lifespan of a post is 18 minutes. Okay, that's one of the platforms that I mentioned. They got 560 million active users. If you put a post out there in Twitter, it will last for a lifespan of 18 minutes on that platform. Okay, let's look at Facebook. Facebook, remember, they got 1 billion active users. If those active users place a post on Facebook, then the lifespan of that post is between 2 to 5 hours. Okay, 2 to 5 hours. Let's go to Instagram. Instagram has 150 million active users. If those active users place a post on Instagram, the lifespan of that post is 21 hours. 21 hours, right? Lastly, Pinterest. Okay? Pinterest. Pinterest has at least 70 million active users. Well, the lifespan of a post on Pinterest is a month plus. Now, I know somebody's going to ask the question, why does Pinterest have a month lifespan on a post? Well, you got to understand how Pinterest work, and I'm still trying to learn too. I went to a traffic sales and profit event this past weekend to get my tool shed up. All right, and Kim Coles, y'all remember her in Living Single? She talked about Pinterest and storytelling, but with Pinterest, right? When you do a pin, and I had got rid of my Pinterest because I didn't think, remember the percentage of people that's on Pinterest, 32% are males and 68% are females. Females dominate that platform, right? So I'm like, man, I'm gonna shut my Pinterest down. So I got rid of it. But after I heard what I heard this past weekend and understanding this, right, man, I had to go reactivate my joint. Here's why. With Pinterest, right? With Pinterest, you have what you call pins, all right? And those pins, if someone sees your pin, and it's almost like a retweet, okay, on Pinterest. But if somebody repin your pin, then that adds another month to their pin. So your pin was already initially out there for a month. But if somebody goes out there and repin your pin, then it adds another month on there as a lifespan. If somebody sees that same pin, a third person see that same pin, and they do another pin on that same pin, guess what happens? It adds another month. Okay? So as you can see, Pinterest, when you post on Pinterest, your stuff be out there for a long period of time. Who else we got on here? Earl, what's going on? Jonathan, what's going on? Tony, I see you. All right. So your stuff is going to be out there for a long period of time. But let me get back to the main point of what I want to come on here and talk about is all that comes from leveraging the internet. All right. Already used the music industry as an example. Yo, nobody's taking no cassette tape into a record company and say, cut me a deal, yo. No, they bypassing all of that. People are becoming their own label and brand. People are publishing their own joints. They record, they go in the comfort of their own home, all right, studio or office, whatever the case may be. They record their music, and then all they got to do is upload it to a provider to where they can resell their joint. All because of the internet. All because of the internet. Now, when you're leveraging internet, now you have a direct line to your customers. You have a direct line to your customers. Why not put a parachute on your business and put your business out there on the internet so you can have that direct line to your customers? It just makes sense to me. But you may have some that say, hey, I said I'm still old school, man. That's all I know. Hey, look, and nothing wrong with old school, all right? But blend it in with some new school. Look, I'm an old coon myself. I'm over 50, but I still blend some new school stuff in it, right? So that way I don't dissolve, because you always hear me say, if you don't evolve, you definitely gonna dissolve. And at this point in time, the internet is the pathway for us as business owners to grow our business. There's no way around it. The word of mouth can only get us but so far. But I just mentioned to you that you have 56% of the world's population that has access to the internet. Just think, if you're a business owner, you had at least 1% of that $3.2 billion. What does that do for your business? Let's just say that you had at least 0.05% of that population, the internet population. What will that do for your business? Just do the number. Look at your product and service, see how much it costs, and then do the math, do the percentage on that, and see how much revenue that your business will bring in if you are out there where everybody else is. If you got 56% of the people that are out there residing on the internet, don't you think your business need to be residing out there too? It just makes sense to me. But what makes sense to me might not make sense to everybody else. All right? And I get that. But I just want to jump on here, y'all, and just to let you all know, the internet is the main direct line to your customers. All right? Leverage it. Use it. So that way you can build your business so your business can be profitable. You didn't make a decision to become a nonprofit organization. If you're not profitable, you do have a nonprofit organization. We don't want you to have a nonprofit organization. We want you to have a profitable business, right? This is your boy Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact you get up each and every day to earn it. You have the right to keep it. So y'all see your boy sweating, you know, dark skin and sun don't mix. But hey, I don't mind getting out here and putting in some sweat equity to share some value, because that's what it's really all about. Sharing the value with others, no matter what the environment is. I done been in hotter climates than this. I'm about to get out here and do some yard work anyway, so I needed to break some sweat to get me broke in, right? I ain't done no yard work in a minute. I always pay somebody to do my lawn service, but I need to get out here and do some other stuff. So, but anyway, but that's what it's all about, y'all. So I do hope y'all understand that the internet is going to be your best tool to build your business. All right. If you're not out there on the internet and you don't have the internet or digital tools, then you're doing your business a disservice, y'all. Get with someone who shared this video with you to find out what are the best internet tools that you can use to build your business. All those social media channels that I just mentioned, and on websites too, you need a footprint out there. But you're not going to get out there by word of mouth. Hey, I got a business. I got product and services. That ain't going to go but so far. It ain't gonna go for so far. You need that out. You need to have that digital presence to where that 3.2 billion folks can see what you have to offer as far as solving their problem. Because that's what products and services do. It's a servant tool to solve someone's problem. All right? But people got to see it. All right? So in order for people to see it, get a footprint out there on the internet. Leverage the internet. You got 56% of the world's population have access to it. Don't you need to have access to it as well? Get your business out there. Put a parachute on your business and let's get some digital assets growing. All right? We'll holler at y'all later. Let me go out here and get my thing going, and we'll talk at y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Peace.